Without rushing, take your time getting into a seated position on your yoga mat, on a blanket, on the ground. Sit up nice and tall with the hands resting on top of the knees. Start to slow down, soften the breath. Simply observe anything that's maybe consuming your headspace, your thoughts, and notice if you are still or if you have something to let go of. If there's anything that you need to release to be more present right now. If you hear anything in the background, people are swimming. So we're just going to, again, let go, be mindful, and enjoy this time with ourselves, with our body, with our breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a soft exhale out through the nose, keeping the heart lifted, the shoulders relaxed, and just sensing the softness of your own body. Being mindful of the weight in your hips, of your posture. When you're ready, we'll bring our hands to our heart. Our thumbs to our forehead. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale softly. We'll bring the right hand to the left knee and do a gentle twist. Left hand reaches to the back. Breathe in to twist a little deeper. Maybe the chin comes to the shoulder. And exhale, we'll switch sides. Left hand to the right knee, right hand reaches back. Gentle breath. Gentle movements today. And exhale back to center, both hands on top of the knees. Again, lifting the heart high. Grounding ourselves. Let's reach the fingertips away, arms circle around and up, the palms will touch. Exhale, hands to heart. And one more time, inhale, circle the arms around and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go ahead, we'll give ourselves a little bit of a hug. So bringing the knees into the chest, feet on the ground. And go ahead, just round your upper body, grab opposite elbows. And like a turtle with its shell, just create a little home. Breathing into the back of the body. Giving ourselves time to rest and to slow down. is essential for not only our well-being, but for just so much that I think we notice over time as we grow older. Sit still with yourself for another inhale. And then as you exhale, we'll come out of this nice and gentle. We'll cross the ankles and we'll come into a tabletop. So go ahead and open the hips, open the knees. And let's just rock the hips side to side. So bumping the hips over to the right and to the left. One more time, each side, to the right, to the left. If you're not already pointing into the toes, go ahead, point them. And when you're ready, let's go ahead, let's lift the left hand up high in the sky, opening up the chest. And we'll thread the needle. Left hand goes under the right wrist, left ear down to the ground. And we'll hold. When you're ready, using your right hand to gently press yourself back up, lift the left fingertips towards the sky. And one more time, we'll thread the needle, moving with the breath, nice and slowly. Notice your toes. And then take your time coming back to a tabletop. I always encourage to kind of explore each pose. So move the hips around if you feel like you need to adjust. And then we'll switch sides. So when you're ready, right hand reaches up towards the sky. Big, nice inhale, and slowly exhale. Right hand, right shoulder, right ear comes closer to the ground. Just enjoying the stretch and the sensations that come up. Being kind to our thoughts if they come up. And coming back to our practice, to our breath. And again, using your left hand to just gently shift your weight up. Right hand reaches towards the sky. And one more gentle stretch as we thread the needle, coming close to the ground. And when you're ready, find your way into a tabletop. And we'll do a few rounds of cat and cow. So with the index fingers pointing forwards, go ahead, curl the toes. And when you're ready, we'll arch the back and we'll start to lift the chin, breathing in through the nose. Exploring the spine. Exhale as you hollow, creating that Halloween cat. Inhale, find your cow pose, arching, feeling the throat, feeling the breath travel through into the belly. And soft exhale as you hollow. Maybe you come up onto the fingertips. Very good. Go ahead, cross the ankles, come back to your hips, sitting your weight on your hips, and we'll come into Baddha Konasana. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. You can hold on to the big toes or the tops of your toes, but I prefer interlacing my fingers and kind of hooking them under the toes. Feels a bit more secure. And think of pressing the knees down as you breathe in, lifting the heart, opening the hips. If you can't, maybe look over to the left, bringing the chin to the left shoulder. Take a nice inhale. And then we'll switch sides, bringing the chin to the right shoulder. And back to center. Go ahead, release your toes, however you're holding onto them. Close the knees like a book. Extend the legs, walking the feet forward. And we'll come into a forward fold. So the feet don't have to be together, but when you're ready, we'll circle the arms around and up. Think of flexing the toes. Exhale, fold forward. And rather than thinking of bringing the head close to your legs, think of bringing your low belly first. Then your chest, and then your chin and your head. And rest your hands somewhere that feels comfortable. So you have a safe stretch. Again, the toes are still flexing, but the legs should feel soft. It shouldn't feel too intense. But you know yourself best, so whatever that stretch is for you right now, I hope it's inviting. Go ahead, walk the hands back towards the hips. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. This time we'll point the toes and we'll fold forward. And again, walk the hands back. Flex the toes. Inhale, arms circle around and up. And melt the body forwards as you come closer to the ground, folding forwards. Noticing if you can go a little bit farther, or if it feels good to just stay in the same place. Take a nice full inhale through the nose. Exhale, walk the hands back. We'll bring our left foot in towards our inner thigh. Flex the right toes. Right hand will reach to the left knee and we'll twist again. From here, let's lift our left hand towards the sky and we'll do a side body bend, bending to the right. Keep your left foot or your right foot engaged. Inhale back to center. Lower the left hand and slowly unwind. We'll extend the left leg straight, bring the right foot in this time. Think of flexing your left foot and we'll twist over to the right. The left hand is just gently helping you turn to the right. Inhale, let's lift the right hand up. And exhale, we'll bend to the left. Think of pressing into your right hips. Maybe you close the eyes. Keeping the shoulders relaxed and down. Inhale back to center. Right hand down. And unwind. Left hand reaches back. Extend the right foot forwards. And we'll actually shift the hips forwards too. So we'll melt down onto our backs now. So taking your time, making your way all the way to your back. Let's open up the knees hip width apart. And let's actually bring the arms overhead. So we're making a cactus. So the elbows are in line with the shoulders, the palms are facing up. Maybe actually heel toe the feet so they're at the edges of your yoga mat. They're a little bit wider than hip width. And when you're ready, we'll bring the knees down to the left. If your knees can touch the ground, that's cool. If not, that's cool. Just go as far as it feels good. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides, bringing the knees up and over to the right. So all we're doing is windmilling the knees. Inhale back to center and switch. Inhale back to center and switch as you exhale. Very good. Keep the knees nice and pointing up. We'll bring the hands by our hips. Palms will be down. This time, let's keep the feet hip width apart. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, we'll start to lift the hips off the ground. The chest comes closer to the chin. The hands are engaging, finding a bit of strength. Take a nice inhale through the nose. And as you softly exhale, lower your hips with control. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, move with the breath as you lift the hips. And exhale, slowly lowering down. And one more time, inhale, lift the hips. And lower down. Go ahead, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a good hug. Lift your head off of the ground, bring your chin to your chest, point the toes. Hold here. And release. Head down. Relax the feet. We'll lift the palms up. We'll come into a reclined butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. So the bottoms of the feet touch, the hips just naturally open up. And we'll rest here for several breaths. Stay present with yourself. Noticing the belly rise and fall as you breathe in and out. Giving yourself all the time in the world to rest, to deeply rest. See if you can elongate your breath, breathing into your belly. Sometimes we just tend to breathe into the throat and the chest. So really deepening that inhale, letting your breath travel a little bit longer. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and blink them open. Start to wiggle the fingertips. Start awakening the body. Maybe use your hands to help bring your knees together. We'll come back to that hug, so bring the knees into the chest. Give your knees a nice good squeeze. Lift your head off the ground. Big breath in. And exhale, slowly work your way back into a seated position. Hands resting on the knees. We'll bring the palms together. With the hands by the heart, we'll go ahead and take our final inhale together. Bringing the thumbs to our forehead. We'll take a full inhale through the nose, full of gratitude. Breathing deeply. And intentionally as we exhale.